Good morning, students and faculty of the Department of English. As you know, yesterday we have initiated a value-added course in English for competitive examinations. So far, we have contributed 2 lectures in this course, and in a row, now this is 3rd lecture on enriching vocabulary. And for this today's lecture, we have invited faculty of Department of English, Dr. Megha Ramteke. She is full-time faculty since 2007, and she has contributed many papers to national and international journals. She is a very active teacher, techno-savvy, and enriching vocabulary is quite close to her heart. I now invite Dr. Megha Ramteke to please present the topic before students.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. At the outset, I would like to thank my department, all my colleagues, and head of the department, Dr. Bhowate, sir, and all the students and friends for giving me this opportunity to be the part of this a very important course on English for competitive exams. So let's get going. I would like to request Dr. Bhowate, sir, to please allow me to share my screen.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So today we are going to talk about vocabulary development, how to build your vocabulary, how to enrich your vocabulary. Vocabulary is a very essential part of the competitive exams, and we would like to discuss some tips to develop your vocabulary. So let's see. First of all, we'll see what is the importance of vocabulary. Vocabulary is actually a body of words, the words which are used in a language, used in a particular language. Now, the question is that why it is important to develop vocabulary. So I would like to put forth a few reasons for that. And the very first one is vocabulary is key to reading comprehension. When you are reading a paragraph or any written passage, you can understand that paragraph better if you know the words used in that paragraph. The more the words you know, the better you will understand that paragraph. So vocabulary is very important. It is key to reading comprehension, to understand what you are reading. Then it develops our language. Vocabulary is the foundation of a language. It is the base of the language. Vocabulary, the words are like the building blocks with the help of which we can construct the whole language. And therefore, as you develop the vocabulary, at the same time you develop your language as well. So it develops your language. It helps you to have better command or hold on the language. Vocabulary helps you to enhance communicative skills. Without knowledge of vocabulary, more words, you can communicate very well. You can convey your message very effectively and clearly. So you can express yourself better, and your communication skills become better if you have good vocabulary. So it is very important to develop your vocabulary, to develop your communicative skills. Fourth point is it improves your writing skills. Yes. The better the vocabulary is, the better would be your writing skills. Okay, better your writing skills would be. So vocabulary improves your writing skills as well. So to learn any language, you have to develop all the skills: listening skills, communicative skills, writing skills, speaking skills. And for all these skills to develop, vocabulary is very, very important. Now, as this course is based on English and competitive exams, let's see some questions. The questions that are asked in competitive exams based on vocabulary. There are some questions like fill in the blanks with a suitable homophone. Now, homophone is a group of words that sound similarly. They have similar sound, but their meanings are different. For example, tail, tell, T-A-I-L, tail, and T-A-L-E, tail. New, N-E-W, new, and new, K-N-E-W, new. P-L-A-I-N, plain, and P-L-A-N-E, plain. So all these words sound similarly, but their meanings are different, their spellings are also different. If you have a good knowledge of vocabulary, if you know the meanings and the spellings of these words, you will be able to answer these questions based on homophones. Another kind of question is asked like select the correct plural form for the given word. So you should also be familiar with the plural forms of the words, plural forms and singular forms of the words. Next question can be give the synonym for the word. Synonym, the words with similar meanings. Okay, samanarthi shabd. So there can be a question on synonym. I found one question there, like there was some directions. Below are some alternatives that may be used to improve the sentence by replacing the word in bold. You may choose option 1, 2, 3, or 4. That means there is one sentence and there is one word in the sentence in bold, and you have to choose one of the words given below as options that has a similar meaning. Okay, so you can do it only when you know the meanings of the words, only when your vocabulary is good. So here again, this is somewhat similar to synonyms and antonyms. So this is another kind of question. There can be a question like identify the antonym of the given word. Virudharthi shabd, the opposite words. Okay. What is the opposite of the word crude? Okay, the same question is asked in different words. Here they have used the word opposite. So here you can answer these questions only when you are having good vocabulary. Filling the blanks with a more suitable word from the given option can be another kind of question. For example, there is a sentence, man who has committed such an dash crime must get the most severe punishment. Now, there are 4 words given below as options and you have to choose one. So there are 4 words like injurious, uncharitable, unworthy, and abominable. Now, if you know the meanings of these words, only then you will choose the correct option to fill in this blank. Okay, so therefore, again, vocabulary is very important to be enriched, to be developed. Give one word substitution. There can be a question like one word substitution. For example, a well-experienced person, there is this sentence and you have to write one word for it. There would be some options and you have to choose the correct one. Identify the correct choice. Again, there is a fill in the blanks. He has purchased a bag of dash. Now there are some words given below. There might be homophones also, like floor and floor, F-L-O-U-R, floor, F-L-O-O-R, floor. So you have to choose the correct choice, isn't it? So here, if you are familiar with these words, only then you can choose the correct choice. Fill in the blanks with suitable words. Again, yes, there are fill in the blanks and you have to choose the suitable words. So all these questions asked in competitive exams are based on vocabulary, and you can understand that why it is so very important to develop your vocabulary skills. Now, let's talk about some tips to develop your vocabulary. And the very first thing, the utmost important tip that I would like to share with you is to read. I would suggest that you should read as much as possible. You know, the more you read, the better your vocabulary would be. It is said that if you read just 15 minutes a day in 1 year, you will have read over 10 lakh words. You can understand that only 15 minutes reading a day can develop your vocabulary so very well. You can read over 10 lakh words, only 15 minutes reading a day. Similarly, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends daily reading aloud from birth to grow vocabulary and promote healthy brain development. So reading is very important for the development of your brain. At the same time, it helps you to grow your vocabulary. American Academy of Pediatrics, they have suggested, they have recommended that you should read something, some stories, some books to your child from the birth, to develop their vocabulary. So one important point here is that you should read aloud. That would help you to develop your vocabulary. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Yeah, just like exercise is very important for our body, reading is very, very important for our mind to grow, to develop. So the first tip that I would like to suggest is that we should develop reading habits. The second thing is listen. Listening is also very important to develop the English vocabulary through listening. We should try to listen carefully. And when we are listening, it should be a focused listening. It should be voluntary and it should be intentional listening. While listening to others, you can listen to any video or some talk. You must have heard about the TikTok on YouTube, where people come and they share their stories. Okay, they talk about their experiences, about their life. So you just have to listen to them carefully. Sometimes it might happen that you just listen to some word, but you don't know the meaning of that word, or you even don't know the spelling of that word. At that time, you just try to put down that word with the help of the phonetics or the sounds, and you try to look up the words in the dictionary or Google, and you will be able to find the meaning of the word with proper pronunciation also and the spelling also. So listening is also very important for developing your vocabulary. The third important aspect about developing your vocabulary is to write. Whenever you learn some new word, you try to make sentences using those words. Make sentences using the new word. The more sentences you make with the help of that new word, the better you will be able to recollect that word later in future. So you have to make sentences using that new word that you have recently learned. Don't limit yourself to one word. Yes. When you're reading or learning a new word, don't limit yourself to one word. There are many different forms of the same word. For example, the 9 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, adjective, determiner, and verb, adverb, okay, conjunction, interjection, all these 9 parts of speech you have to learn of the same word when you are reading and learning a new word. For example, there is a word beautiful. We know this word beautiful. That is an adjective. Now you have to try to understand the other forms of the same word. For example, the verb form of the beautiful would be beautify, noun form would be beauty, and the adverb form would be beautifully. Another example, action. Action is the noun form, and you have to try to understand the other forms of the same word. Like the verb form of action would be act, and adjective would be active, and adverb should be actively. In this way, you will develop many words from one. Next important aspect about developing vocabulary is etymology. Etymology, that also means roots. that deals with the origin or derivation of words. Okay, the root from which the new words origin or they are derived from. Etymology is the key that unlocks both knowledge and the love of language. Norman Lewis has said, learn one root and you have the key that will unlock meanings of up to 10 or 20 words in which the root appears. Yes. So if you learn only one root, you will be able to learn 10 to 20 more words, in which you will find the common root. Okay. So let's see how we can develop our vocabulary with the help of the roots or the etymology. Let's see something more about the root. A root word is a word or word part that forms the basis of new words through the addition of prefixes and suffixes. So root is a word from which the new word stems or originates or it is derived from. And by adding these prefixes or suffixes, we can make new words. Prefixes, for example, extra, hyper, ill, something, a word that is added in the beginning of the word. And suffixes are the words which are added at the end of the word. Okay. So in traditional root words, these words come from Latin, Greek, and typically do not stand alone as a complete word. So some root words are traditional because they come from Latin and Greek words, and these root words do not have their own meaning standing alone. When you add some suffixes or affixes, prefixes to these root words, only then they make some sense. Understanding the meanings of common roots can help you work out the meanings of new words as you encounter them. So if you know the meaning of the root word, it will help you to make out the meaning of the new words that you come across. For example, egoist. Egoist is a word that has a root word ego. Now, ego is a root word and it means I or self. So if you add the suffix ist, it becomes egoist. So egoist means a person who is self-centered, okay, and obsessed with the self and I. That kind of person is called egoist. Another word is acting. Now, acting has a root word act. And act, if you add the suffix ing, it is just merely suffix ing. So we have the word acting. Now, let's see some root words that can stand alone. There are some root words that can have their own meaning standing alone. So let's see, the very first word is act. Act is a root word and it means to move or do. So from this root word, we can have many more words like actor, acting, reenact. Reenact means acting out some past event. Okay. Another root word here is arbor. Arbor. Arbor means tree. It is a root word. And from this word, we can make many new words like arboreal. Arboreal. Arboreal means living on tree. Another word is arboretum. Arboretum means a botanical garden which is completely devoted to trees. So if you know the word of the meaning of the root word like arbor, you can make out the meanings, of the new words that you come across, that you encounter. So another word from the same root word with the same common root word is arborist. Arborist. Arborist means a tree surgeon. Okay. Another root word is crypt. Crypt. Crypt means to hide. Crypt means to hide. So from this root word, we can make the new words like apocryphal. Apocryphal. So apocryphal, here we have the word crypt. Okay. And we have added this prefix apo here. So it becomes apocryphal. It means fictitious. Fictitious, untrue, fabricated, something that we cannot rely on, something that is not reliable. Okay, so this kind of thing is called apocryphal. Another word is cryptic. Cryptic also has the root word crypt, and cryptic, if you add the suffix tic, it becomes cryptic, and it means mysterious, or confusing. Something that is hidden, something that you don't know about. So it becomes mysterious, it becomes confusing. Okay. Another word is cryptography. Cryptography. Again, we have the common root word crypt here. That means the art of writing or solving the codes. The codes. Codes, something that is obscure, difficult to understand. You have to solve them. So cryptography. So it has a common root word crypt, that means to hide, and we can make new words with it, which have some similar meanings to it. Okay. The next root word I would like to discuss here is legal. Legal is a root word that can stand alone, has its own meaning. So legal means related to the law, and we can have the new words from this root word like illegal. Illegal means unlawful. Legalities. Illegal, we have added one prefix, il, illegal, so it becomes unlawful. Legalities, here we have added the suffixes, now ties. So legalities, it means in accordance with the law, legitimacy. Okay, something that is valid. Another word we can make is paralegal. Again, the same common root word is there, legal. And if we add para in the beginning, it becomes paralegal. So paralegal is a kind of person who is trained in subsidiary legal matters, but not fully qualified as a lawyer. So paralegal means a kind of legal assistant who has some knowledge of law, but is not qualified enough to be a lawyer. So there are many such words which can be, made from the root word legal. Another root form is here, form. Form is a root word, and it means shape. So the other words that we can make from the same root word is confirm. Confirm. Now here we can add the word con, C-O-N, confirm. It means comply with the accepted standard or the rules of the society, to agree, okay, to accept it. So, okay, and con is a prefix that means together. Okay, so with these two words, with the root word form, we have made a new word confirm, which means comply with the accepted standards or rules of the society. Another word is formulate. Formulate. Again, here we have the root word form. Formulate. It means create or prepare something methodically. Okay. So to form something, to create something, to prepare something. Okay. Reform. Reform. Here we have added the prefix re, re. And the root word is just the same form. So reform is to improve, to rectify, to reshape, we can say. Yes. Some more root words, and we would learn some new words with these root words. Bene. Bene. Bene is a root word, and it means good. Bene means good. Now with these words, we have many new words like benefactor. Benefactor. We have added a suffix here, factor, and the word comes out benefactor. Benefactor means a supporter or a sponsor, a person who helps, okay, who supports. Okay, so benefactor, benevolent, benevolent. Again, the root word is bene, and bene means good. We have added a suffix here, volent. So benevolent means kind-hearted person. Okay, kind-hearted person, paropkari vyakti. Okay. Another word with the same root word is beneficial. Beneficial. So bene again means good. So if you add the suffixficial here, it becomes beneficial. That means advantageous. Next root word is Khan. C-A-R-N, Khan. It means flesh. If you See this root word, meaning of this root word, it means flesh. Okay, and from this root words we have made the words like carnivorous. Carnivorous means flesh eating. Okay, Khan is the root word here, that means flesh. And if you add vorous to this word, it becomes carnivorous, that means flesh eating. Another word is carnal. Carnal is again related to flesh, that means sexual or sensual, something like that. Another word is reincarnate. Reincarnate. Now here again we have the root word khan in between. See, so reincarnate means rebirth in another body. Rebirth in another body. Again we are talking about here the flesh body or the physical existence. So reincarnate here means rebirth in another body. Some more words like corp, C-O-R-P, corp. Corp is a root word which means body. And from this word we can make the words like corporate, corporate. In corporate also we have the root word corp, that means relating to a large company or group. Okay, again it is about the body, isn't it? About the group, about the company. So corporate. Corpse, another word is corpse. Again we have the root word corp here, and corpse we know, again dead body. Okay, corporal, 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 the root word is corp, and we have added the suffix oral, R-A-L. Okay, corporal. So corporal means bodily, earthly, worldly. Okay, something related to body. Okay, so these are the words stemmed from the root word corp. Another root word is crede, C-R-E-D, crede. Crede means believe. Crede means believe. If you learn the meaning of this one root word, you can make out the meaning of the words which are, formed on the basis of this root word, crede. Credible. See the word credible. Credible. The root word in this word is crede, and crede means believe. So here credible means trustworthy, convincing. Okay, someone who is trustworthy, convincing, credible. Okay, credence. Another word with the help of the root word crede is credence. Credence. Here again we have the common root word crede, which means acceptance or belief. Okay, credence means acceptance. Credence means belief. Okay, incredible. Incredible is another word formed on the basis of the root word with the same root word crede. And here in the middle of this word we have the root word crede, and we have added the prefix in, in, incredible. Incredible means unbelievable. Okay, avishwasniya. Okay, incredible, incredible. Yes. Some more root words is port. Port is a root word that means carry. Carry. Now from this root word we have some more words like portal. Portal. In this word we have the root word port and have added the suffix en, portal. It means a doorway or entrance to pass, isn't it, to carry. So portal. Another word is portable. Portable. So portable means movable. Okay, movable. Transport. Transport again means carry something or people from one place to another. Another root word is sect. S-E-C-T, sect. Means to cut apart. To cut apart. And from this root word, we can make some new words like dissect. Dissect. Here the root word is dissect, and we have added the prefix dis, dissect. It means methodically cut up a body or plant in order to study its internal parts. Okay. So again, dissect means to cut up some body or plant, but in order to study its internal parts. Okay. So it can also have another meaning, like analyze a text or idea in minute detail. Okay, it might be about some idea or the text that you are analyzing in minute detail. So that can also mean dissect. Okay, sectional. Sectional. Again, here the root word is sect, and we have added the suffix ion. Sectional. It means relating to a section or subdivision of a larger whole. So sectional is related to section or subdivision of a larger whole. Another word is transect. Transect. Sect, again we know, cut apart. When you put when you add the prefix trans here, it becomes transect, and it means to cut across. To cut across. Some more root words like sen, S-E-N, sen. Sen means old, and with these words we can make the words like senate, senate. Here, senate means the governing body of university or college. Actually, here, if you see the the Latin word with its meaning, it means old man. The veterans, the experienced elderly people, their group, the governing body of such people of university and college. It is called senate. Another word that can be formed on the basis of this root word sen is senile. Senile means having or showing the weaknesses or diseases of old age. When there is an old man, old person, when we call it aged, for that the word can be senile. Senile, this word is formed from the root word sen. Another word is senior. Senior. Senior, again, there is a common root word sen, that means of or for older or more experienced person. We say senior citizen. Okay, the older and experienced people. So sen, S-E-N, sen, here is a root word that means old. Yes. Another root word is scent, S-E-N-T, scent. Scent means to feel. Okay, and the words formed on this from this root word is consent. Consent. We have added a prefix con here. So consent means agreement. Sensation is another word. Okay, based on this root word. Then sensing, observe by senses or detect. That is also having the common root word scent. Yes. So am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So we'll see some additional root words with examples. The root word ambul. Ambul. Ambul is a root word, and it does not have its own meaning, standing alone. Okay. Ambul means to move or walk. And the words we can make, like ambulance, we know the meaning of ambulance. So here the root word is ambul. Okay, so ambul means to move or walk. Ambulate. Ambulate is another word which is formed from this root word ambul, and it means to walk or move about. Okay, ambulate means to walk or to move about. Cardio. Cardio is a root word which means heart. And from this word, we can make many new words like cardiovascular. Cardiovascular means relating to the heart and the blood vessels. Okay. Electrocardiogram. Okay, this is another word. Here the root word is cardio, and it means a record or a display of a person's heartbeats produced by electrocardiography. Okay, so here again a very big word that can be, it is made from this same root word cardio. Another word is cardiology. Cardiology. Again, the root word is cardio. We have added the word logy. It means the science, logy. It has come from Greece. Okay, So the branch of medicine that deals with diseases and abnormalities of heart. So it is a branch of medicine that deals with the disease of heart. So this is cardiology. Yes. Another root word is sit. Sit. C-E-D-E. Sit. Sit means to go or ild. Okay. To go or ild. With this root word, we can make the words like intersit. Intersit. Intersit means to intervene on behalf of another, or to negotiate, or intermediate. Okay, this kind of thing is called intersit. So the root word is here sit, to go or to ild. Okay, yes. The next word is recit. Recit. Here we have added the prefix re. Okay, and the word comes up like recit. Recit means to go or move back from a previous position. Okay. Another word is conceit. Conceit. Again, we have the root word seat. It means to admit or to accept or to acknowledge something. The next root word is counter. Counter means to go against or opposite. Okay, against or opposite. So with these words, the root word counter, we can make the words like counteract. We have added the suffix like act, and counteract means to prevent. Okay, to do something to prevent something. Okay, that is counteract. Counterpoint. Again, we have just added the suffix point to the root word counter, and a new word is made counterpoint. Counterpoint, a thing that forms a pleasing or notable contrast to something else. Okay, a thing that forms a pleasing or notable contrast to something else. Something that is contrast to something else. That contrast is something very pleasing or notable. Counter argument. We are familiar with both these words. Counter argument. Counter is the root word. We have added argument to it. So counter argument, an argument or set of reasons put forward to oppose an idea or theory developed in another argument. So if you want to put forth some arguments to oppose an idea or another argument, that is counter argument. So these are some of the words which we can make from the root word counter. Similarly, there are many such words, root words like hypno, intra, jet, mal. Mal, see, is a root word which means bad. Basically, it means bad. And with this root word, we can make the words like malignant, malfunction, malice. Okay. Similarly, omni, then petter, script. There are so many root words, and if you learn one root word, with the help of that one root word, you can learn 10 to 20 more new words, okay, which are having the common root words. Now, let's talk about some words which are having the traditional root words, the root words that have come from the Greek language or the Latin language, and we'll begin with the ideas. Okay, for example, if I say me first, it is about personality. These words are related to personality. So if I say me first, so it suggests a kind of person who is an egoist. Okay. Let me help you. Let me help you. The person who helps others, okay, is a kind of an altruist. That kind of person, that kind of personality is called altruist. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. When a person says, leave me alone, that person is a kind of an introvert. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. A teamwork, doing it together. Okay, getting along with other people. That kind of person is called an extrovert. People are no good. Okay, people, they're a kind of person who always hates other people, who doesn't believe in other people, who thinks that the other people are not good. That kind of person is called misanthrope. Misanthrope. So here we have seen these different kinds of personalities. So we will see what is the root word in all these words, with the help of which you can recollect these words. Okay, the meanings of these words. So the first word is egoist. Egoist has a Latin root, ego, and ego means I. The meaning of the root word ego is Latin root word ego is I or self, and from which we can make three different words like egotist, egocentric, and egomaniac. So egotist is a person who is excessively absorbed in themselves, self-seeker. Egocentric, thinking only of oneself without regard for the feelings or desires of others, who is self-centered. And egomaniac, a person who is obsessively egoistical or self-centered. Now here, the level of this egoism is increasing with each word. Egotist is a person, okay, who is self-centered, but egocentric is the level of egoism is increasing in this the word. And egomaniac is the person who is completely manic, who is completely mad about himself, completely obsessed about himself, self-centered to the level of madness. So here, three different words from the same root, Latin root, ego. That means I. Another word about personality is altruism. Altruism. Altruism the meaning of this word is disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others, who always thinks about others. Okay, it gives importance to others first. So, and it is a selfless, concern. It is a disinterested, unconditional concern for others. That kind of person is called altruism, altruist. Okay, so Latin root. The root word in this word is a Latin root. The word for other, okay, is alter. Altruism. So altruism, alter is the word, is the root word which has come from the Latin language, and it means other. So number of important English words are built on this this root, like altruistic. Altruistic. What we have done, we have added the suffix IC, altruistic. So altruistic is the person whose actions look forward to others. So alter, when you know the meaning of the root word alter, that means others. So you have to make out the meaning of this word on the basis of that meaning, of the root word. So altruistic means actions look forward to others. His actions are altruistic. He is an altruistic person. Okay. So alternate. Alternate. Again, alter here means the other. So you skip one and take the other. Okay. So alternate is you skip one and take the other. So alternate. Alteration. Alteration. Again, alter here means other. So making into something other. You change something and make it into something other. So again, the meaning other is coming to this word alteration. Altercation. Now here, alter is a root word that means other, but cation is a suffix we have added to this word. But the meaning of this word, altercation, is a verbal dispute stronger than a quarrel, with sentiments more heated because you have other opinion, idea, or plans. So altercation is a kind of quarrel. Okay, a more, it is a kind of verbal dispute stronger than a quarrel. And it happens, why it happens? Because you have other opinion, other idea or the plans different from the ones you are having quarrel with. So altercation means a kind of dispute stronger than a quarrel. Okay, because you have other opinions. Again, how the meaning other is coming through. Okay, this word alter ego. Alter ego. Now alter means other, ego means I. So when we combine these two words, it combines alter with alter, that means other, with ego, that means I or self. Any such friend is your other I, your other self, your other alter ego. That means a person who you are very close to, and you share this common, thoughts, opinions, you know, you like the same things, like-minded people. So you feel that that person is your other self, your other I. Okay, so in this way, alter ego. Okay, such friend who is your other I, your other self. That means alter ego, a friend who is very close to you. Next word is introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. You might have noticed that in these three words, we have a common root word, vert, V-E-R-T. So it is, these words are built on Latin root word verto, verto. It means to turn, to turn. Verto means to turn. So if you put introvert. So intro means inside. Okay. So when your thoughts are constantly turned inward, you are introvert. And if your thoughts are constantly turned outward, you are extrovert. Extro means outward, intro means inward. So extrovert means, okay, you are extrovert when your thoughts are constantly turned outward. And in both directions. Sometimes you are, your thoughts are turning inside and sometimes turning outward. So you become ambivert. Okay, you have both the characteristics. So these three types of personalities are there. These three different words are built on the same Latin root word verto, that means to turn. Now let's see some more words: misanthrope, misogynist, and misogamist. Misogamist. Okay, another type of personality. And in these three words, you will find a common root word, that is a Greek root word, myzane. 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 Myzane means to hate someone. Okay, so anthrop, my misanthrope. The words which are built on the Greek root mysen is misanthrope. Misanthrope means a person who hates mankind, because in Greek language, anthropos means mankind. So misanthrope means the person who hates mankind. Misogynist. Misogynist. So you know the root word, Greek root word meisen, meso, that means to hate, and gist. Here, gene. Okay, gynecologist. We can say gyne. It means women. So misogynist. Misogynist. It means the person who hates women. Misogamist. Misogamist. Okay, again, gamos here means marriage, and miso, you know, the root word to hate. It means the person who hates marriages. Okay, the root word anthropos. Anthropos. Mankind is also found in anthropology. The root word gyne, women, is also found in gynecology. So anthropos and gyne, these are also the Greek root words that are found in other words like anthropology and gynecology. Okay, so if you understand the root word and their meaning, it will be easy to them make out the meanings of the new words that you come across. Now let's see some words related to doctors. Let's begin with the ideas again. Okay, so the doctor that deals with your, you know, physical element is called an internist. Okay, female trouble, gynecologist. Skin clear, dermatologist. Now let's see the root words in these words. Internist is a specialist in internal medicine, and it determines the state of your internal organs. Okay, the doctor that, you know, a specialist which determines the state of your internal organ is called an internist. And this word is derived from the Latin root internus. So here you have to remember the Latin root internus, that means inside. So inside your body, your internal organs. The doctor that deals with your internal organs, internal medicine is called internist. Internist. So it has been built on the Latin root internus. Another word is gynecologist. It's built on the Greek gyne, that means women. plus logos. Logos means science. Etymologically, gynecologist is the science, medical science of women. Dermatologist, dermatologist. So especially specialty is dermatology is so named from the Greek derma. Now here the root word is derma. It is a Greek word and it means skin. Okay, so now the words built on this root word are hypodermic. Hypodermic. Here the root word is derma, dermic, and if you add the prefix hypodermic, it means relating to the region immediately under the skin. Okay, because hypos here means the skin again. Okay, so epidermis, epidermis means outermost layer of skin. Okay, so hypo means beneath, under, and epidermis means outermost layer of skin. Okay, pachyderm, pachyderm. Now, pachyderm is a word new for us. The root word is derm, and if you add this prefix pachy, it means an animal with unusually thick skin, like elephant and hippopotamus. So the animals who have this thick skin, okay, is called pachyderm. Okay, so here again it has to do something with the skin. Okay, and when you call it pachyderm, it means thick skin. The animals with unusually thick skins like elephant and hippopotamus. Yes. Now let's talk about something else apart from these root words. One very important tip I would like to suggest for building your vocabulary is associations. When you learn a new word and you want to remember that word, recollect that word, we should try to associate that word with something else. Okay. For example, the word paragon. Paragon is a new word and it means a perfect example of something. If you learn this word and the meaning of this word is a perfect example of something, you make your own sentence and associate with someone or something that will help your mind to recollect the meaning of that word. For example, if I make a sentence, Dr. Ambedkar is a paragon of virtue, perfect example of virtue. Okay, so here this association with Dr. Ambedkar, I will recollect the meaning of that word. It helps our mind, our brain to recollect the meaning of that word. Next word is, for example, bohemian. Bohemian. Now, bohemian means someone who is very unconventional, unorthodox. Okay, and so you can associate it with someone it might be your friend who is very unorthodox and unconventional. For example, Sheetal is a bohemian person who makes her own rules of life. Okay, so this association with your friend who you know is very unorthodox or unconventional will help you, remember the meaning of this word. One more example, suave. Suave. Suave is a word that means charming and elegant. The meaning of the word is charming and elegant. So let's associate with someone who know is very suave, and let's make a sentence like, my mother-in-law is very suave. So this association will help you to understand and recollect the meaning of this word suave. Another word I have taken here is garrulous. Garrulous. Now, garrulous is the word that means talkative, very talkative. Now, here again, you have to find something in this word that sounds some other word. And for example, here in garrulous, it sounds somewhat like gorilla. So if you just make a sentence or create a kind of association that will help you to understand, remember the meaning of this word. So for example, gorilla is very talkative. You just make a sentence that gorilla is a very talkative. So it will help you recollect the meaning of the word. Okay. Now I've taken some images from the net. and we can say that these are the examples of numeric, memory, how you can build or enrich your vocabulary with the help of this numeric memory. So, for example, there is one word, abstruse. Abstruse. Abstruse is a word, a new word, which means difficult to understand. Difficult to understand. So, in the word itself, you can find something that will help you to remember the meaning of this word. For example, if I make a sentence, I am absolutely truly confused. Abstruse. You find something sounding like truly and absolutely, and you make a sentence. I'm absolutely truly confused. Abstruse, confused. Okay, so it will help you, your brain, to remember the meaning of this word. Another word is pandemonium. Pandemonium. So the word pandemonium means wild and noisy disorder and confusion, uproar. Okay, the wild noise, disorder, confusion, uproar. This kind of thing is called pandemonium. So if you look at this word, you will find the similar sounding word like panda. Okay, so if you just create the image of panda in your mind, who is creating this uproar or making this noise, who is very wild. Okay, so it will help you understand the meaning of this word pandemonium as it is suggested and given in this picture. Another word is egregious. Egregious. Now, egregious, this word means outstandingly bad. Outstandingly bad. Now, if you just make a sentence like egregious is similar to aggressive, and aggressive people are very bad in manner. So, egregious sound like aggressive, and you just make a sentence like aggressive people are very bad in manner. So, very bad, this meaning is coming out through this sentence, which will help us to remember the meaning of this word egregious. Whenever you come across this word egregious, you will be reminded of this word aggressive. That will help you to recollect the meaning, that is very bad in manner. Okay, outstandingly bad. So these are some tips that will help you to understand, to remember the meanings of the words. I hope that these tips will help you to enrich your vocabulary. Thank you.
Thank you, Megha Madam, for your wonderful presentation today. And dear student, this lecture is concluded here. I will again come back in the noon for next scheduled lecture by Dr. Ashwini Deshmukh. Thank you for joining us.